Hey guys, it's me, Kimberly. I'm doing my Riverdale video on episode 220. The main thing I'm going to talk about is two things because they were spoilers and they didn't happen on the episode. Sorry. One spoiler, I was told that Archie and Jughead were going to fight, and we didn't know why. Okay, first thing first about this fight. I really was hoping this would just be Archie and Jughead fighting. That, because Archie had cut the chains off of Jughead because he's Hiram's lapdog, kisses his butt, But, and that's what I thought, when they were going to fight, that's what they were going to fight about. I don't know where I pictured it happening, but I wanted them to, no holds barred fight, fists, blood, kind of like the serpents and the bulldogs fighting. And I kind of wanted, what I was hoping was they'd put Archie, would mention Betty, because we know Archie still has feelings for Betty. And maybe Jughead will say, she chose me. And, I was really hoping when I heard that spoiler that they were going to fight, it was just going to be the two of them. They were going to fight. No holds barred fight. Fists were going to fly. Busted lip, bruises, stuff like that. And that didn't happen. I was sad. Unless you consider that classroom push that Jughead and Archie had in the episode as the fight, I was very disappointed. So, my second one, I was told, and this one, I have been waiting forever for this to happen, and it didn't happen. We were told in the spoiler that Archie and Betty were finally going to talk about the kiss. That happened in 209. We are on 221, and they still have not talked about this kiss. They've told other people that it didn't mean nothing, but they've never sat down and just the two of them talk about it. That made me mad. That's what made me excited about last night's episode was Betty and Archie were going to finally talk about this kiss and finally open up all the feelings they've had and stuff like that. It just blew my mind that they didn't talk, they didn't even have, I think they had one scene together. And I think the scene was at the mayor debate. Sorry, I didn't know what it was called. And the Black Hood supposedly showed up and started shooting, which kind of got me confused in this scene, which the Black Hood shows up and starts shooting at Fred and Hermione, and I understand Archie goes and saves his dad, tries to, are you okay, or stuff like that, but does not go and check on Betty, does not check on Veronica, are you okay, nothing. So I thought that was kind of odd because, you would think he'd check on his friends who was out in the audience that the Black Hood could have shot one of them. Archie, come on. So, yeah, I was really disappointed. Archie and Betty didn't have no scenes. And they didn't have, I think they had one scene last week, too. The thing about this kiss, I am a big Barchie fan. I like a big shipper. I haven't shipped a couple this bad since Penny Dreadful with Ethan and Vanessa. But this couple, it just makes me so mad that they have this iconic kiss and people are just sweeping it under the rug. And they're going around, Betty and Archie telling people it mean nothing. It was the heat of the moment and stuff like that. But why are you telling people that? Why? Are you trying to convince yourself it didn't mean nothing? Because that's, to me, what I'm getting the vibe from the Barchie kids, is they're telling everybody it didn't mean nothing because they're trying to convince themselves it didn't mean nothing. So, now, since they didn't talk about it, they haven't brought it up. And I also want Betty and Archie to talk, just the two of them, somewhere private. No people paying attention to them. I don't want it at Pop's. Maybe Betty's bedroom. I don't even want to go in Archie's room. Ugh. Sorry. But I just want them to talk about the kiss. And, that it did open feelings. Because I know it did, Betty has probably been in love with Archie since 2nd grade, you know, and that to me, it's like, I mean, yeah, I know they're dating other people, but that kiss was not a heat of the moment kiss and stuff like that. So I'm trying to, I mean, that was the main thing I wanted to happen on last night's episode, was Betty and Archie were going to finally sit down and talk about this iconic kiss. And so now I'm kind of losing hope that they're not going to talk about it next week. I know that. But with the rumor of it now, because we're fixing to go to the season finale of Riverdale, which I'm kind of sad, but you know, then in a few months they're going to start filming season 3. So, but it's like, I'm just thinking, like, in the season finale, if this is true, if this spoiler is true about, because Hiram owns the Sunnyside Park that the Serpents are on, that he evicts them, and Jughead leaves and Betty goes with him, and Archie goes after Betty, that'll give Archie the strength to finally tell Betty everything, you know, his feelings, the kiss, you know, I never thought I could feel this way about you. Like, I want Archie to bring it up. I don't want Betty to, because Betty's already brings stuff up all the time, you know. She was the one at the dance in the pilot saying, you know, I could see us as a couple. You know, when he breaks her heart, you know, do you love me or even like me? When she says that, she's always the first one that makes the step. I want to see Archie make the step, you know. Yeah, that's what I want. I want Archie to be the one to bring up the kiss. And he's the one that first tells Betty that it did bring feelings for him, because it did. And I know it. And so it can also start, because I seriously want the love triangle of Jughead, Betty, and Archie. I want that triangle. That triangle is the best idea I've ever thought of. That is what I want. I want that triangle to happen. It can start in the season finale and go into season 3 until mid-season when Betty chooses Archie, because that's how it's going to go. In my head, that's how it's going to go. So, like I said, I'm very disappointed that the kiss wasn't mentioned again, and I didn't get to see Archie and Jughead fight. So, that's what I'm talking about in this video. I really didn't want to talk much about any other things that happened in the episode, but those were the two things that I thought was going to happen in last night's episode, and it didn't. So, I will post my season finale review, what I thought about that. I'll talk to you later. Peace out. Check me out on Twitter at Demonic Ruby. Instagram, I am Miss Kimberly.Jones1114. Check me out there. Peace.